Hello guys, this document in front of you here is the new claim of life, which is protected from AI. The AI will not be able to replicate this document due to the nature of some of the security features on this. It's not mandatory to update, but if you want to update your claim of life to this one, then yeah, by all means go for it. So to start this document, we have to turn it on its side, and to fill it in is for the claimant's knowledge command claim of these facts is with the volition claim of this live born name. So I'm going to use red ink, you use blue ink, and I'm only using red for the purpose of this video so you can see it more clearly. So full colon Jason, and if you've only got a first and last name, then you'd put a full colon here and then your last name. So let's just, there we go. With the born date claim of this day, so I was born on the 31st of December 1990. Time, so I don't need to do this, but if you know the time you're born, enter the correct time. If you don't, then it's the best of your knowledge. So whatever this may be, 10:45, and make sure you use 24-hour clock, because if you don't, then we can't determine whether it's PM or AM. So yeah, if it is 24-hour, if you were born like, let's say 3, then you know to put this to 15. Yeah, and then that's section 1 completed. We'll go through the mechanics of it a little later on in the video. So now we'll turn it back to the correct position, and we'll now do number 2. Number 2 is for the claimant's knowledge command claim of this live life document venue is with this port city location. So you'll enter the city of the location you're currently in. Mine would be Manchester. Of the United Kingdom state and venue hold with this country. The country is for the, so if it's a past tense country, or you're doing this in the UK, then it's Unity hyphen Kingdom of these 2 witnesses' name with the first claimant's name. First claimant's name would be, let's say, John full colon Smith. Of this second claimant's name with the witness authorization. Now this person here, so let's say this was John Smith's wife. So this would be, let's say, I don't know, pick of a name. Let's just go D. D. Smith. D. Smith is the witness who's witnessing this and witnessing, so is witnessing section 2's first claimant and the live life claimant. Everyone will be thumbprinting, but that will be at the end of when this whole document is completed. So yeah, so let's move up to section 3. For the document transfer claim of the cargo number is with the cargo number position. So if you have your old claim of life and you're updating, then you'll write in your old tracking number on here. If you don't, then what you do is you put on your stamp here, and the document, and you put the only one you'll have for this document, if you've never done it before, is the new tracking, is the tracking number that will get stuck on here. Number 3 is pretty much all filled out for you. One thing you'll need to do is your weight in pounds, so it could be like 180. The height the same, so let's just randomize these figures. So the height in C full stop hyphen M, and it's the same there. Make sure there's tildes in front of these numbers. Age, so let's say 32. Your eye color, let's say blue, and let's say your hair color is blonde. And if you're a woman and you're blonde, put an E on there. If you're not, and you're a man with blonde hair, don't put an E on there. Now, your photo will go here. Passport sized photo will go here. On the DNA section, I'd highly advise you to use blood for a DNA, because it's the only thing that can testify to life. So a drop of blood here. If you can't manage to draw blood, then you can use hair, but it has to have the follicle attached to the hair. Also, if you are sending this document to myself, Jason-Powerful:Greaves, and you do use blood, you need to make sure you tell me, because you will not have a clearance of a biohazard clearance on this. Or if you do have a certificate, include that in there. You can do the biohazard course online and obtain your certificate, and just make sure the certificate is covering this section of the blood. If I find, like, if it gets sent to me and I find that it's not been contained, or I've not been made aware of this before I open it, I will just send it back. It will get sealed right away, and get sent right back to you, and it won't be completed. You'll have to find somebody else and do it again, because you need to, it's very important. The fingerprint will go here. And this is all done in blue ink as well. And everything is blue ink, including the fingerprint. And the only thing that's not in blue is the blood. Oh, and your passport photograph. So that's the document filled. Pretty simple, right? Now, shouldn't really have mentioned this bit, but you'll attach your £1 stamp over this location, and the new stamps do come with a barcode at the side here. That's perfectly fine to keep it still attached, because if you didn't know, you can actually attach a video to this QR code that's on the side of the stamps now, which, if it was me doing it again, I would attach a video to this, and it would be a declaration of this vessel and a declaration of you living, which would be which is a brilliant idea to use this, that they've included now under the universal obligations. So yeah, that's your stamp attached. So some people have, and anyone can get them, you can get a roll of tracking labels. So rather than putting your tracking label here, which, do you know what you can do, and you can then write the tracking label here. So if you wanted to do that, if it was like WD123, for example, then put the tracking label here, and then do the same, go down here, WD123, that'd be perfect. So yeah, I'd do it that way. Then what you need to do is you need to gain the documents. The authority was given on this document by your own thumbprint, by your own name. What you also need to do now is all the witnesses will now need to witness. So D. Smith needs to witness John Smith put his thumbprint on this document, which will go right there. D. Smith will then put her thumbprint on the document, and then you'll flip it around, and then you'll go to your name and you'll put your thumbprint on this document. Now, everything is completed apart from a couple of things, which are, you need to now take this document to the post office and slide it. So imagine this document is inside an envelope now and no one can see it. You need to slide this document out and have the post office clerk cancel this stamp. They'll put a crown seal right here and make sure it's here. That's where the crown seal should go, so it's over this, the stamp, and over the tracking code. And so then what you need to do is this same tracking label that you've attached here is from the front of the envelope. So on the front of the envelope, you have your orange tracking label, and this bit has been peeled off and stuck right here. So don't allow them to put any other tracking numbers on your document. Send it as it is. So once it's been cancelled, it then should be prepared for postage. So then you'll pay the fee for the freight on this document within the post office, and it should come back to you within 1 to 2 days, depending on how you're sending it, how fast you want it back. Once it comes back to you, you'll then write your name through the stamp, and you can write it this way or this way, like as long as it's wrote through the stamp, then it's perfectly fine. Yeah. So your name through the stamp only when it's been returned. Then you'll thumbprint the stamp, your name. Then it's done. That's complete for the front. So on the back, you can actually then write your name to make sure it's not, doesn't look like it's joined up, because then that'd be cursive writing. But for this, I'm just doing it at speed. Thumbprint the name, and then date the document. So it's not, so this is an endorsement. Don't attach no stamps. People say, oh, you need to endorse it with a £1 stamp, then you put the value of the document as a £1 stamp. But please do not do that. And yeah, so then that is a completed claim of life, front and back. Your next steps are to, 1, save this. So save this document as a file on the website. how do you do that? So the way you do this, the way you save this as a file on the website is take a picture of it. I'll save it as a JPEG, I think it's a JPEG, and or if you are pretty tech savvy, then create a PDF file with this document. Go over to your profile on the website, and where your name, so say if this was the website or the laptop screen, your name appears here. Click your name and then a drop down menu will appear, and then very close to the bottom you'll see something that's called private private file upload. That's what will appear. That's the hyperlinks. You need to click that, and then it will open a screen up with a description box and a little tab here that says plus file. Click that, and then it will open up your files on your own system for you to be able to share the PDF, then basically the PDF or whatever type of file you are using, and then PDF, upload it, and we will then see it in our areas that you have completed your claim of life. We'll have your tracking number, then we can do things on our end without causing any delays in us having to ask you for your information, or having to email you and then you send us the information. You can just do this now yourself. Once you've done that, step 2 is to speak with one of the team. So contact admin and ask for Vatican and Council documents. This is the next process. You'll be asked to send, and sorry about the writing, it is scruffy, but you'll be asked, so what the step 2 is to send a copy of this completed with 2 other documents, which one goes to the Vatican and one goes to the Council, and that should be done on a Wednesday only. So the sooner you can get this done, and then the sooner you can contact us and get this and get the documents for that, because they don't come together. People don't have to do it, but if you want to do the process from beginning to end, and then contact other departments to then get your name completely removed from the system, and then get your name re-put on the system but as a compound fact, then step 2 is needed. If you just want to operate completely outside the system and commerce, you're going to find it really difficult. So it is necessary. But as far as the claim of life, this is how you complete the new one. So thank you for watching, and if you do have any questions, then put it in an email or speak on the chat area of the website. Thank you.